What's up, sarsaparillas? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. It's time for another review of Love Island. And to be honest with you, this video is going to be a very short one, I think, because there's not much that happened tonight. Nothing happened, guys, that I really want to elaborate that much on for the video to be too long. But anyways, before I get into the video, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. So, guys, like I said, nothing much to report back in a sense. We see, what's his name, Montel did this little speech on the terrace where he apologized to Leah and said that he was sorry and said that she didn't deserve all the stuff that she did. To be honest with you, I think it was nice of him to do that, because throughout the last week or so, we see where he doesn't take accountability, and I feel like him doing this was him taking accountability and responsibility for the action that he did, which I felt like she deserved that and he owed her that much. However, I just don't know if it's genuine. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if it's genuine. I don't think it's genuine, to be honest with you. I think I'm still not over the reaction of how he behaved in movie night, but I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm glad that he did it because she deserved it. And I think it came at the right time as well, because I think she was, at this point, probably having doubts about the whole situation and the stuff that he did. And I know, listen, she knew about most of the stuff anyways, and he did tell her about it. But sometimes it's so much harder. It's harder to see. Do you know what I mean? When you see things displaying in front of you, do you know what I'm saying? And then again, with the whole comparison, that didn't really sit very well with her. So like I said, you know, I'm glad that he apologized. It was nice of him, and, you know, I respected that. But I just hope that he, you know, it came from a sincere place. That's all I'm gonna say. With Sammy and Jess, guys, like, it's like a rigmarole. Sammy and Jess, I knew they were gonna go back together. I knew she was gonna give him a second chance. Do you know what it is? Sometimes I say Sammy don't want Jess, but I just feel like sometimes Sammy's just confused about what he actually wants, because we've seen it. But he's saying that he really likes her, but I don't know if he knows what he wants, because here's the thing. If you really like somebody, I keep saying it. It's like he said he likes her, but then he always put her on the back burner. Do you see what I'm saying? And I want to know whether, you know, somebody else came in, because he said like how he wants to be closed off. Look at me, guys. He said he wants to be closed off now, but not to tell, he told Catherine not to tell Jess. But I'm just like, do you really want to be closed off though? If another girl came in, would you not want to get to know her? I just don't trust that Sammy would not try to get to know the next person that comes in. I just feel like he will. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Jess will find herself on the back burner once again. But like I said, only him can prove it. We'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, we see where the boys kind of like pulled what's his name, Mitch aside, because they had a little discussion and they felt like he was snaky and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing. I know it looks bad on Mitch. It looked so bad. But I've got to be honest. They did catch him out when these things happened, and he was honest about it. I think the only bit that nobody was aware of was the situation between Sammy and Jess, where he would say stuff about Sammy. I think that's the only bit, because otherwise they all know, you know what I mean? He did kind of vocalize it and then apologize at some point. So it's like, it shouldn't really be that much of a big deal. But I guess when it's all compact together, it just looks really nasty and it looks really bad on him. But I'm glad that he apologized and stuff. And I really hope they don't hold it against him, because I really like Mitch, you know. And as we can see, he looks like he's about to go through a rocky patch with Abby, because, you know, Scott is making his move. Scott is making his move. And I feel like Abby might be interested. She's giggling way too much. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think she might be interested. And now it makes me think to myself, did she just cling on to Mitch because she wanted to make herself, you know, go into the main villa from Casa Amor? All these doubts are going to my head. Obviously, they look like a cute couple, but sometimes you just don't know what's in someone's head. Do you know what I mean? They're laughing. They have chemistry. I must say, her and Scott have chemistry. And this is the same thing I said while I was watching this, right? And I know people's gonna come at me for this, right? And this is why I say I've seen Katie and Scott talk, flirt. I've seen Leah and Scott talk and flirt. I've seen now Abby and Scott talk and flirt, and they look more compatible than him and Catherine ever did. I see more chemistry them flirting, him and Abby flirting, than I ever saw with Catherine and Scott. I don't know, guys. I know a lot of people are gonna come for me for this, but it's the truth, and I don't know. Maybe he liked her. I don't know, and things just doesn't happen. I don't know. I'm not gonna go into it anymore because their situation's over. But I was just watching them tonight, him and Abby, and I thought to myself, even that looks so much more natural. Even that, you can see chemistry in that. And this is why I worry a bit about Mitch. Because Mitch is saying he's not bothered about it, he's not fazed about it, but you can tell that he is. He's a bit rattled. And I really don't want him to be in a situation where he's single again. But at the same time, I'd rather him be single than him being in a couple with somebody who doesn't really want to be in a couple with him. And obviously we see in tomorrow night preview that they gathered at the fire pit. So this could either be somebody's going home or a recoupling. So I want to know what's going to happen with this recoupling, because if it's the boys that get to choose, it's a good possibility that Scott might choose Abby and then he's going to be left single again. You know what I mean? I don't want that for Mitch, but I just hope if Abby's not for him, I hope somebody comes in that's actually for him. But then, you know, if she does stray, it will put like doubts in my head, you know what I'm saying, going forward with other girls. Because I feel like if she does choose Scott over him, over Mitch, I feel like low-key she wanted to in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm going to think. I'm going to think like she only used them to get into the main villa. That's what I'm going to think. We hear Scott saying that obviously in hindsight, he regret not flirting more with Gabby. And to be honest with you, I feel like him and Gabby seemed like they were a bit more compatible. It's just that she was more interested in Sammy. And you know what I mean? Sometimes it happens. Maybe, you know, he should have flirted a bit more and try. I think he should have just been true to himself. People think he's being true to himself by sticking to Catherine. I don't think he was being true to himself. And I feel like he should have given himself a proper shot with Gabby. He should have just done that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all gone now. It's all past and it is what it is. Ella and Ty. I do love me some Ella and Ty. No, my nickname for them, Tyella. I do love me some Tyella. Okay, I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like Ty and Ella for the win, or Whitney and Lokan for the win. Actually, got my girl Whitney, you know what I'm saying? But you can't deny the growth that Ty has shown. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't deny the growth for those two as a couple. Do you know what I mean? And he is now putting things behind him with whatever happened. And you can see the maturity. Before, that never used to be Ty. You can see the growth, and that's why I am so drawn to them as a couple, because you can see the maturity from when they first started to where they are now. So I'm team Tyella, and I'm team Whitney and Lokan. Like, we get to see them kissing a lot. Like, Whitney and Lokan have been getting up, you know, they've been doing things at night. They've been doing bits, right? But I've realized we're not seeing her as much. I want to see her more. Producers, I want to see more of Whitney. I need to see more of Whitney. I feel like she's too witty. I feel like she's too vibesy for us not to be seeing much of her. We just need to see more of Whitney. What else happened, guys? I don't think anything else happened tonight that we need to go over. No, apart from Uzi and Katie. They have a connection, and you know what? I'm happy for it, because I feel like they suit. I love Uzi, you know, but I feel like I love Uzi with the hat more and not without the hat. The hat suits him. But at the end of the day, I feel like they're both a bit smitten with each other, and I feel like that could work. They're both slow burners though, so let's see how it goes. But I think there might be a recoupling, and if it is a recoupling, I know obviously she's gonna choose him and he's gonna choose her. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's see what will happen. But that looks like a new couple on the horizon, guys. Amber has just faded in the background. If the camera didn't like breeze past her earlier, I would have not even remembered that Amber was in the villa. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is a dumping going on. She might be among the people in the bottom two. I hope it's not a situation where Catherine gets dumped either, because I feel like with the whole situation with Scott and how she reacted, people ain't being fan of Catherine right now, you know. I know. And yes, guys, I must admit, she was harsh. And as I said in my review on Friday, she was savage, because he was pouring his heart out to her and she just dismissed it. You see what I'm saying? And she probably should have just apologized or accepted his apology or be a bit more sensitive to his feelings. And she didn't. But then again, I honestly, I'm gonna be real, I still don't feel like his apology was coming from a sincere place at the same time. But it doesn't even matter, does it? Because he did apologize, and it took a lot for him to apologize, and he did take accountability, regardless of whether he meant it or not. He did, and she probably should have kind of dealt with the situation in a better way, and she didn't. And I think people are really upset about that. And if there is a dumping, Catherine could be at risk. Do you know what I'm saying? She could be at risk. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how tomorrow episode go as well, guys. But that is it for me for tonight. So guys, if you haven't yet thumbs up the video, go ahead and thumbs up the video. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. But for now, keep it sassy-licious.